YouTube, it's Miranda Spencer-McKinnon, and today we're going to talk about 5 things that we need to consider as any finance and accounting leader before any planned reduction in the payroll costs within the accounting framework. So, with the looming recession, you know the top expense in most businesses is the payroll cost, and this is normally the first area finance and accounting leaders are going to have to pay attention to related to reducing the operating expenses. So there are 5 things I want you to consider before making the decision and before executing, that that plan of action for reducing the payroll costs within your accounting framework. The first thing we want to consider is really make sure that we have a clear understanding of the task, functions, responsibilities, and timelines within the accounting framework. You need to understand everything that your team and your responsibilities are within that framework so that proactively you can prepare for the transitions and make sure that quality is not compromised during the season of transition. The second thing you want to pay attention to is making sure that the SOPs are comprehensive. This is going to be a situation where another team member may be assuming the roles or responsibilities. So you need to make sure that the SOPs document the process, also the reasons for deviations, the potential challenges, and how to navigate those challenges. This is going to set the person who will assume the roles and responsibilities up for success so that they can, continue providing excellence in this new role or responsibility as well. Then we want to pay attention to a cross-training initiative proactively that gets the entire team familiar with all the processes within the business or organization. Your backup should be handling the roles or responsibilities at least once monthly to get familiar and, create a scenario where when you're dealing with the season of transition, they are in a position to maintain efficiency and not specifically learning the function after the payroll reduction has occurred. We want to also pay attention to number 4, identifying the opportunities for improvements proactively. How do we do that? We can pay attention to the recurring pain points, the manual adjustments, the correction needs, the things that are identified and corrected after the month-end close. You want to pay attention right now to opportunities for improvement before you lose the talent, because most likely the talent within your accounting framework has historical knowledge that can really help you with creating long-term solutions. So look for the opportunities for improvement proactively. Also, and final thing to consider, understand what each employee brings to the table. There are a lot of employees who remain quiet, but they're fighting fires daily. They're outing fires. They're taking care of the client and customers and vendor needs. They're taking care of the queries from the bank. They're taking care of your checklist to make sure that you at the approval levels and reporting levels have nothing to worry about. So you really want to think about the value your employees are providing and find, the best strategy for reducing the payroll expense in your specific accounting framework. We're going to catch up some more. Just always remember that, once you have these things in place, it's going to make this transition much smoother. Your employees are going to appreciate you for that as well. And you also have to think about that emotional toll that losing co-workers and your teammates can, create within the team related to morale. So you have to consider all these factors just to make sure that you are approaching payroll reductions, with sensitivity and a clear understanding of how it will affect the business operation, service delivery, and the human capital that remains in your business and organization. We're going to catch up some more.